Oh, yeah. Jaw yapping away in here. Hi, friends. How are we? How are we doing this night? We're gonna yap. Here, turn this up. How are we doing? Hi. Thank you. I'm very tired. I'm very tired. So we're gonna be here until inevitably my internet tells me to sit and spin, I guess. Work was exhausting today. Sorry to hear it. Thank you. My hair's nuts. It's still slightly green. It's gonna change soon. I'm gonna cut a bunch of it off, which I know feels. Everybody always yells at me when I cut my hair because I never just like trim my hair. I cut it all off. So 6 kittens is a lot of kittens. Holy shit. Your AC broke. Oh no, I don't have AC, so I definitely feel for you. Although we're in like full on fall weather right now, so. Watching my Gabby Hanna series. Wow. A blast from the past. So happy and it's okay. I mean, it could definitely stand to lose some inchage here, but I think it's gonna go to like. I'm gonna cut that much off. Tired of it. Yeah, go shoulder length. That's where I'm at. I always have like the opposite urge. Like you're supposed to cut your hair short before summer, but I always get the urge to cut my hair right before winter. Favorite hair color I've ever had? My hair was like fire engine red for the longest, for years. And I loved it then. But I don't think it looks the same on me now as it did then. So it'd probably be that, but when it looked good on me. More Debs OG content. I will make more Debs OG content. We need the white woman rap is definitely on the docket. Is it weird to go live like this? No, not really. It's I don't know. I guess yeah, maybe a little bit. But then once we get in here, it's fine. Yeah, no more color, air dry as much as possible. I only air dry my hair. I have like a regular hair dryer. I have one of those brush ones, which I find really effective. But like, well, I have too much hair. I don't have any. I don't have any patience. Ooh, careful ordering them gummies online. I did that rap got stuck in my head. I told you it was going to. That song is catchy. Teen mom girl. It's me, your local teen mom lady. Sorry for the mess. I'm not, but I'm just acknowledging the mess. I don't really care. I live here. That's good. Well, you picked a good fiance then. If he can tolerate me. If Joe had collabed with Debs, his career would have taken off 100%. 100%. He's not a psychic, he's a rapper. Oh my goodness. So I put a bunch of shit in the title of this, and I don't even remember what I put, because I know I wanted to talk about Jenelle. She's crashing out before our eyes. Yeah, she's, every time something goes wrong with Jenelle, she starts on her like medical, like desperate to be Gypsy Rose Blanchard like spiral. And that's where she's at right now. She's been in the hospital for 3 days for who knows what. You wish you had the guts to do what I do. What is, you could do it. I promise it's not that hard. You just have to compartmentalize if doing stuff in front of 96 people at a time freaks you out. Yeah, Janelle's been in the hospital. She's just, she becomes a hypochondriac when things get too hard, and she's having some CT scans, and I'm sure it'll be something very exciting, like it always is. Something around the time she started dating her now ex-husband, she developed this hypochondria thing. pray with me, baby goo. That's still the fucking funniest thing that's ever happened, and I can't wait till we get to that in the Teen Mom OG rewatch. I love that you're just you. I'm, as one Jenna Marbles once said, violently myself. I don't know how to be anything else, to be honest. So there's not a whole lot going on with Colleen. She posted, I will make an actual video about this, but like I just wanted to like yap about it because it's so weird to me. She made a video recently. She was about to go on vacation. And like I don't watch all of these vlogs. Like every time she'll get me with like a clickbaity one, because I'm always really curious to see if like she's gonna sneak something in there. And there was a video called like our trip was canceled or whatever, and she was planning a vacation, and she spent the whole video complaining about how like last minute it was like an Airbnb or VRBO or something, and they canceled on her last minute. And she's like, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I'm like, well, I mean, they might have looked at the reservation and seen your name, and that might have done it. So I wanted to kind of talk about that scenario, which I think I'm going to make a longer video about because it is so whiny and like tone deaf for the time right now. But also her sister was on some fucking podcast talking about like how hard Colleen's cancellation was, not only on her, but like, you know, on the rest of their family and anyone associated with them, and how she doesn't trust anyone. She doesn't trust headlines anymore. And it's just more like boohoo. Colleen was never the problem kind of shit. And it was just like, that's why you're never going to have any sort of redemption in your own industry. You're never going to get there. It's like, yeah, hypochondriac, for Christ's sakes. I just caught that. I just saw that clip again right before I got here. I was on Reddit. It makes me laugh. You know, I've been torn between whether or not whether Jenelle or Amber are worse than one another, and I think they're just equals. I think they're the respective worst person in their respective franchise. Like they both suck. They're awful. Yeah, she couldn't drink. Yeah, she had GERD or something, and like then it's gone, and now she's insane. The Bravo stuff. Okay, I've never actually watched any of like the Real Housewives or anything, so I would definitely add it to my list. I'm glad Jace is back with Barb. Yeah, me too. I'm glad for Jace. I'm not super glad for Barb. There's conflicting reports about whether or not Jace put Barb in the hospital right before she gave custody back to Jenelle. So I just hope that everybody's okay and safe. Dwayne, my new favorite chatter, you're funny, and I enjoy your commentary on my commentary. Jenna. Do you think maybe Jen cries too much? Yes. Yes, I do. I think part of that woman's face always looks like it's kind of melting because she's always crying. What is with this thing? What the fuck is with this thing? Jenelle is a bad mother. Amber is not. I mean, I don't know. They're both like non-parents at the end of the day, right? Like, Do I have any thoughts on Ethan Klein / H3? Yeah, I saw those particular screenshots that are going around right now, and his response to them, and gross. Ew. Those are my thoughts. Gross and also ew. Yeah, blaming ADHD for his problems and ODD, which I'm sure he does have, but like a lot of his behavioral problems can be chalked up to his environment. Ethan, I don't want to talk about Ethan Klein too long because I don't want this to turn into that because it's upsetting. But someone unearthed old posts of his that were very like they're very Shane Dawson in nature, like circa 20, I don't know, whatever that podcast was. Very, very pedophile related. And he found it and basically was like, somebody found it and he was alerted to it and was like, yep, that was me. I don't have anything to apologize for. Obviously, it was a joke type sort of situation, and whatever. I just try to keep Ethan Klein off of my radar, to be honest with you. He's never been he's never been on my radar for content, so I don't know. I just don't. I don't fuck with it. It's not my area. Yeah. Well, not only was Jace abandoned, but he was also like he was also always around screaming, always around arguments. There was always like the mental manipulation of like, do you want to live here or do you want to live with Meme, or do you want to live with would you like to live here? Do you want to stay with us more? Like he was always put in the middle of his own situation. Yes, I have. I've seen about like the Wired article. I have seen that. I honestly I'm kind of torn on that because like obviously, if you haven't seen like the Wire, there's all these accusations of Democratic leaning creators being paid off to basically give lip service to the Democratic Party. And I honestly don't give a fuck. There's so many other I care about it at its core. Like, I don't think it's okay to not disclose that you're being paid for certain things or whatever. And also, it seems like Taylor Lorenz really skewed the what the funds were for. Because these people are allegedly being paid like $8,000 a month. I just like, there are so many other things right now that, like, whatever. Just what the fuck ever. I mean, the odds of us having like a real contest in the next cycle is questionable in and of itself anyway. So I don't know. I cannot subscribe to your channel. I try and just the option for membership comes up. That's weird. The way you ripped Jimmy back in the day makes me wish you would rip Ethan now. Ugh. And I don't know. There's just so much, like, I think the only reason I don't think I could is because A, I don't need the gaggle of H3 fans coming after me. Like, I don't want that. I'm too old for that shit. But also, like, there's so much H3 lore and Ethan Klein lore that I am not even privy to, and I don't even want to be privy to. So again, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm just going to stay in my lane. I don't really care anymore. Like, unless it's like an actual threat to people, like on a platform, or like it's something that I'm like, I take vested interest in for one reason or the other. Like, I don't care. I can't be bothered. Don't worry about approvals. It's fine. You're not being judged for your moderation tactics or skills. You just you sit back and chill and have a good time. We're all just here to have a good time. Yes. Yeah, Taylor Lorenz is a questionable character in and of herself, so I see that you cannot subscribe. I don't know why. I've never heard of anyone else having that problem, but I don't know. Typically only like the membership, like only the membership shows up when you are subscribed. So I'm not 100% sure on that. Ethan Klein, I don't even know how to explain Ethan Klein. He has the H3 podcast. He's been a creator on here for a really long time. That's pretty much it. I don't know how to make it. I can't make it any other, like, more general than that. It's as general as it is. Adam McIntyre has that Gen Z energy to deep dive Ethan. Yeah, 100%. When is my birthday? It's in January. It's January 11th. Yeah, the way he came after Mika was shitty. Mika and I have been mutuals since the beginning, and yeah, it was really vile the way they all came after her like that. Jenna Marbles was on an episode of Millionaire Matchmaker. I feel like that's something I knew, but I don't. It wasn't top of mind. Capricorn twins, hell yeah. Your mom's birthday was 1/7. My stepmom's birthday was 1/7. I hated her. Oh my god, so we have the literal same birth date. Prim looking stargazer. Good for us. Born on a Saturday. Oh my god, is this the Parent Trap? Is this how the Parent Trap starts? Ooh, hell yeah, Tanya, happy birthday. Hi, Alex. I did. I hate her. She was awful. What are your thoughts on the new $160 Louis Vuitton lipstick? I only saw it in passing in a Michaela Nagara was screaming at me, and I just had to keep going. I didn't even look at her open it. I saw her open the PR package, and that was it. I had to run at 2 p.m. That was in the morning. I'm a wee bit earlier than you. Just a wee bit. Welcome to the girls. Don't forget to take your pills. Yeah. Yeah, Mika's she's a very nice person. She's fun. Adam, I think I love Adam's like willingness to just kick a hornet's nest, to be honest. I think it's great. I think if I was younger and I didn't have kids and I was like just ready to like talk shit like that all the time with little to no concern about it, oh, absolutely. What a fun time. I think it's great. Solid Virgo. Virgos are my people. We're earth signs, man. It's the earth signs. Ooh, Del Taco. Hell yeah. Is that what I'm thinking of? Del Taco? I don't think I've ever had Del Taco. I have one very close to me. Is it good? And what do I order there? That's what I want to know. My love of Martin Short begin. In childhood, probably. Father of the Bride, Three Amigos, Clifford era, excuse me. Virgos, lots of Virgos in the room. Love. Well, yeah, I figure tacos probably. I don't think they have Del on the menu. An epic combo burrito. Okay. Okay. All things I like. Love epic things. Love combos. Definitely love burritos. I'm all in. Domino's is good though. The things I would do for a crunch wrap. I haven't had Taco Bell in like probably almost a year. It's gotten so bad. And maybe it's just here, maybe it's just locally, but like it's just not good anymore. Or maybe like my taste buds are changing as I get older. But like I really miss like a trashy Taco Bell run. I love Father of the Bride. It's one of my favorite like fall movies. That's one of my, you know how like everybody posts like the so and so's defrosting. Like for me, like Gilmore Girls in the fall, Father of the Bride, they go hand in hand for me for some reason. Thank you, Cleo. That's so kind of you. I'm gonna heart that right now. You can't stop me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. You're too kind. Little caramel cream cheese. Sorry, caramel. My Midwestern came out. Little caramel cream cheese desserts. Okay, well, you could have led with that. Domino's stuffed crust is actually peak stuffed crust. I wholeheartedly agree. Is Nathan, Janelle's ex, still alive? Yes. Yes, he is. He is in prison for strangling another girlfriend. Sorry, my mom texted me. I had to answer. I had to, or I'm going to get grounded. Your Taco Bell ended breakfast. Was their breakfast good? I had never had Taco Bell for breakfast. I only had like tacos from Taco Bell for breakfast in my younger years. I saw the Y2K menu. I forgot what on there I was excited. Oh, the Cool Ranch Doritos Taco Loco motherfucker. I want that. It was a mistake for them to pull that off their menu. See, I feel like Taco Bell could, because like Taco Bell's menu is so like, what's the word I'm looking for? Sustainable, right? Like you're always going to need tortillas. You're always going to need, some sort of taco shell, ground beef. Like all your seasonings are pretty much the same. Like why do they pull anything off the menu? That's what I want to know. I want some answers. Yes, Carmel, Indiana. Correct. I love their cheesy bread. Oh, or the lava cakes. The lava cakes from Domino's are incredible. Yeah, he strangled his ex-girlfriend. Well, his current wife? I don't know. I don't remember. He's been strangling. Gulf Coast Stapletons. No, I don't know what the hell that means. I just don't know. Oh, God. I'm so fucking tired. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like 19 things in different alignments. Yeah. Why are we taking things off the menu? You could make anything at any time. Do it. This is a very important conversation. Get a lava cake and put it in the fridge for like a week. Interesting. All right. I'll take your word for it that I don't want to know the Gulf Coast Stapletons. I'm all right. Like same thing with like the H3. Like I just stay in my lane. Yeah, I'll do whatever you got to do over there. This is none of my business. They, for example, always have the fries for the nacho fries. Right, because it's just their cheesy fiesta potatoes, isn't it? Haley, how dare you? Thank you. You don't have to donate. But thank you so much. If you could only watch one show for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, goodness. One show for the rest of my life? Ooh, that's tough. I like so many shows. Life with Bonnie. That's my answer. Not the answer you'd think it would be. I was thinking Golden Girls, and then I'm like, there's just times when I'm like, not today. I can't do this episode with Rose's annoying sister who happens to be blind and like almost sets the kitchen on fire, or like Sophia's friend who like wants assisted suicide. Like, there's just some episodes where I'm like, I'm just not in the mood. And then I thought Gilmore Girls, and I'm like, middle of summer? No, it's not time for Gilmore Girls. Teen Mom, yeah, that's always a fun train wreck, but sometimes I'm not in the mood for a train wreck, But Life with Bonnie is always funny. That's where I'm at. After much thought, I got there. Long, cheesy fiesta potatoes. So, well, if it's past midnight, then it's tomorrow's calories. Have the ice cream. Yeah, the lava cakes are really good. I found out on accident, too, because I was like, I just ordered them for my kids. And turns out they're like the most delicious thing. Hang on, I gotta answer a text. Okay. America's Got Talent. No. Only Murders is coming back soon. I gotta be so honest, I'm not really like excited about this season. I didn't really care for last season. There was just too much going on. There were too many guest stars. It was just too much rigmarole. Like they needed to come back to like the simplicity of the first couple seasons. But I will watch it. Current favorite niche interest YouTube channel. Current favorite, always favorite. So let me find what the channel is called. Hang on, I'll find it. So it is gonna be a no, not that one. Where's Dave? Where's Dave? When do you need him? I'm scanning. I will find it. I will find it because I have an answer for this. The hell? Dave, where the fuck are you? Dave's Archives. And then the 90s are rad. Those are two of my faves. They have like all the like old 90s commercials and stuff like that. They're just all in compilation form. Love. Bonnie Hunt forever. Hell yeah, Dwayne. Dwayne, are we soulmates? Is that what's happening? Is that where we're at? Because absolutely. One Tree Hill. I don't think I've ever watched One Tree Hill. With the lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Yeah, but like then you have to listen to that fucking song the whole time, you know? It's a long one. Yeah, cheese is a solid choice. I'm just trying to catch up after all of my thinking. Always a process. Current rewatch show right now, I'm actually in season 10 of Teen Mom. I fell asleep on my couch watching that last night. That's just where I'm at, I guess. Yeah, I love like 90s commercial compilations are my favorite. Christmas, 90s Christmas commercial compilations, golden. House Hunters International. Always a fucking drag race. Yeah, I think so too, Dwayne. I feel a connection. It is my internet connection, which is still holding up for now, so that's cool. Deb's OG's been in my head since the last video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and you're welcome simultaneously. There was a KFC Christmas commercial from '93 that's so delicious it drives me insane. It's probably in one of those compilations. It's probably in there. No, I haven't listened to Sabrina Carpenter's new album yet. Is it out? Did it come out now? Is it out now? I don't know anything that's going on with anything. But I will listen to it. I do like Sabrina Carpenter. The Kmart, that was my elbow, by the way. Making sounds. I used to listen to Kmart in-store music in the background when I worked from like 1990. I love that. And then like periodically they just yell about the blue light sale or whatever. I know, I miss Kmart too. I miss Christmas catalogs. I know. And it's so funny because like I said the words toy store to my children the other day and they were like, what? A toy? Like a store that just has toys? And I'm like, God, it's so sad that y'all don't have any of that. It makes me sad. Y'all being them, not you guys, obviously, but oh my God, watching any of like the fast food commercials from them is so wild because like all the meals are like $1.99 or whatever, and it's like you can't get shit for $1.99 now. Ooh, Buffy, hell yeah. Buffy and Dawson's Creek. I haven't seen Dawson's Creek in a long time too. Yeah, local toy stores, they're cool, but they're definitely not the same. There aren't any toy stores. But even if there were, I wouldn't. I'm a monster that way. I was Team Pacey. Yeah, Pacey for sure. But do you remember that show, like Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23 or whatever? And James Vanderbeek was on that. He was really fucking funny on that show. Yeah, circling everything you wanted in like Christmas catalogs. Oh my God, that shit was the best. I guess like there's still like the Amazon one or whatever that like my kids lose their fucking minds when it comes, and I'm like, that's how it should be. He was good in Criminal Minds. His cameo in Scary Movie as well. It was just 10 out of 10. I miss any bookstores, man. Like, I spent so much time in Walden Books as a kid. Yeah, scanning the paper to see movies or calling Movie Phone. Movie Phone was the shit. I used to call Movie Phone all the time. Good night, Julia. Have a good night. Sleep well. I don't know why my voice went up an octave to say that, but just the same. The point of Thanksgiving Day where the table's cleared off and all the hands bring out the Black Friday newspaper ads like some holiday mafia team. Hell yeah. I mean, even back then, like my family gave each other gifts. Like we don't even get together for the holidays anymore. So we'd set up a like grab bag sort of situation on Thanksgiving. I miss video stores too. And here's my theory. I've had this theory for a long time now that they're going to come back because physical media is going to come back. I really think that streaming is going to die in the next 5 years, 5 to 10, maybe max. That's what I think. And I think video stores will come back. And I think having physical media is a thing that's going to come back. And that's the end of my sentence. So I'm just going to stop talking. Thank you. My hair is an unbrushed mess, but I do appreciate the sentiments. Words. Hard. But yeah, I think I am going to cut it. I think it's going to get cut to about here. A little bit of layering. And I think I might try to bleach out the rest of this green, do like a little bleach wash situation, and tone it to like a golden situation. That's my loose plan right now. We'll see what happens. Collect cassette tapes, but I also have an MP3 player and some movies. Good. You should. Physical media is fun. Like the joys of getting a DVD that had like really good extras on it. Like That was awesome. It was awesome. I have tons. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of DVDs and Blu-rays, VHS, cassette tapes, vinyl, CDs. I have it all. I did not get rid of my physical media, nor would I. You know, Blockbuster was offered to buy Netflix, and they said no. Yeah, they didn't have. Well, I worked at Blockbuster, so I know a thing or two about a thing or two. They didn't really have the money to buy shit. They owed a lot of money to the Weinsteins, and that was ultimately that combined with like Netflix's rise, what tanked them. Yeah, don't get rid of your physical media, man. We need our physical media. I think I'm going to go back to kind of a regular color for now. I'm always open to changing it. I was thinking again about doing maybe like a little like red situation too, just because I already have some like obviously lightened portions of my hair. So the possibilities are a little more interesting if I can bleach wash some of this green out. I got to experience a Blockbuster because the library had movies for free. That's a better option, honestly. But the vibes at Blockbuster, they were good. My favorite books? Great question. Let's look. Running with Scissors by Augustin Burroughs. The Portable Dorothy Parker. The Fran Lebowitz Reader. There's actually a book called, I think it's called The Last Video Store, which is about a dying video store, which was a really good read. Death by Zamboni, anything written by Michael Showalter, anything written by Michael Ian Black. I love to read anything at all. Those are the 3 books I'm reading underneath my Diet Coke, or my Coke Zero, excuse me, which are One Dumb Guy, which is the oral history of The Kids in the Hall by Paul Myers, and Clown in a Cornfield, which I've barely just started, and Don't Whistle at Night, which is a collection of short stories, like short horror stories, with by Indigenous people, and it's really creepy and really good. What the hell is? Tell me more about Elmo getting chased by the giant cookie. What the fuck is that? Still have your Blockbuster card? I'm sure I have one somewhere. We used to make like fake ones. We used to laminate all kinds of weird shit. Yeah, I remember the extras on the Harry Potter DVDs. Do they still make DVDs? Yeah, they sure do. I think they're less produced now. I think it's, like obviously over time you get a new default format. So I think the default format is usually Blu-ray, but like 4K DVDs are still a big thing. Here's the thing. Hannah says, when I was 13, when I was 23, if I could read, I chose to live without internet because I didn't want to pay for it. So I rewatched all 10 seasons of Friends on DVD at random for over a year. I did the same thing at about the same age, at the exact same age, actually. Are y'all just like a bunch of skinwalkers in here tonight or what? Yes, I love a good library. Get a library card. If you don't have a library card, get a friggin' library card. Yeah, it was fun just going to Blockbuster. I loved going to Blockbuster. I used to ride my bicycle up to Blockbuster just to look at stuff. Just this one. There, we got there. This one. I used to go look at this because I wanted to see it. And I thought Courtney Cox was hot. And that's just where I was at. Little gay me. I love old books, and I like having a tangible book. I've read my first book like on like the Kindle app or whatever. Just I did like a free trial because there was a book I wanted to read, and it was fine. But I like the feel of like having a book in my hands. You know what I mean? McLeod. I'm just catching up. I'm just behind. That's all. I know I can't read as well as I used to. That's why I have 3 books happening on my shelf, and I've barely cracked any of them. I have a really, really hard time reading now as an adult. As a kid, I used to just ingest books. Literally, I just would just eat them. And I thought that's how you consumed information. With Nora Roberts novels, I used to work in a bookstore, and we used to like poke fun at all those books. And it's so funny to me now that like that's a huge like book talk thing, is like trashy romance novels and stuff like that. Like if you're into that, if that's your like niche genre, hit up Half Price Books if you have one, because you can get those kinds of books for like $2. Would you ever do a rewatch of other 2010 shows? Secret Life of the American Teenager is one of the most requested. That and Jersey Shore, and they're both on my list. So yes, absolutely. I don't know that I'll like completely finish Teen Mom before I get to them, but yes, definitely. I will branch out at some point. Used to work for a bookstore too until literally today. I hope that was your choice. If not, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, okay. So Nora Roberts does trilogies now. That's cool. We didn't really get much of her new stuff, I don't think. I think we got a lot of like the really, really old, her old catalog of goods. How to take care of VCRs. Half Price Books is an interesting place, man. There's a plethora of weird and interesting junk that you can buy there. Jersey Shore would be fun. Again, I've never seen much of Jersey Shore, so it would be an experience for sure. I'd probably go like season by season for that, because I feel like Teen Mom is more like purposefully episodic, you know? Like, I don't know. John and Kate +8. I've never watched that either. She always irritated me, but I think I'm far enough removed from it now that I could handle it. I'll add it to the list. What's McKay's? I've never been to McKay's. Yeah, I've seen there's been a lot of messiness lately with John and Kate. +8. Remember Octomom? Where the hell did she go? What happened to her? Now I want to know. Yeah, I saw that she stole money from her kids. She always did have that I'm a really bad person vibe about her. Octomom. Where the hell's she been? Nadia Sulman. What's she doing, though? I'll have to put OBS on this thing so we can look at things together. Where's Octomom now? Great question. Yeah, I don't have time to read all that. She's still alive. That's what I was able to surmise. I have that flavor of mental illness where if I love someone, I'll watch it over and over and over. I.e. The Office, Parks and Rec, Awkward Friends. Yeah, same. 100%. 100%. Flavor of love. Like I said, I think I would go back farther. I think I'd want to go like pre-Flavor of Love, go to like that season of The Surreal Life where it was him and Brigitte Nielsen. That was a weird fucking time, man. That was a fever dream. Didn't she get a bunch of surgery to try and look like Angelina Jolie? Yeah, it was something like that. She had very similar features. Your friend worked on a song for Octomom? Elaborate. I'm curious. Yes, real life would be interesting. A woman who had 8 kids at once to get famous. Yeah, I mean, it's proof that like people have been just doing anything to be famous for a long time. VH1 did. I loved like the earlier date, like right before it became like reality TV, where it was like pop-up video and all that shit. Behind the Music, like when those were actual like music related channels. If you did the Big Brother season that Trisha Paytas was on. I've never watched Big Brother at all. I'd have to do like a side by side. I'd have to do like the Trisha and then the JoJo Siwa. Yes. Pop-up video was everything. TRL in the real world and the early days of Road Rules. I'm never not thinking about Big Brother. Isn't that the point? You're Big Brothering yourself about Big Brother. Plus all of the, well, what I wanted to do a long time ago, and I was planning on it, and I think I actually might have filmed one, was to cover all of the like I Love the 90s series that they did on VH1. Because those were so much fun. And you would be so surprised. Like if you haven't gone back and watched those, I think they're all on YouTube with really shitty quality. But like a lot of the commentary on it doesn't hold up at all. Like at all. Like it's so bad. But it's still so good. I love the 70s. Yeah, all of those. I love the 70s, I love the 80s, I love the 90s, and then like they did they did a second round of all of them. Yeah, I mean it's still like funny, but like the jokes really like no disrespect to any Gen Z in my audience, but like if the really young Gen Z, like borderline Gen Alpha, like came in and they were like they saw anybody like saying half the shit, like it was very like non-PC, right? Like it's very slut shamey. It's very like, things that the Karen-y Gen Zers would be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe people used to talk like this. But it is interesting that how much of it wouldn't fly today. Oh, we love Jonathan Brandis. Yeah, 2025 is nothing like people predicted. I just wanted the flying cars. And that's about it. I don't want anything else. Where's my robot maid? Yeah, where's Rosie at? That sexy bitch out here. They show Gen Z clips of Seinfeld episodes and they're horrified by fucking Seinfeld. That's so funny. Oh my god, I came across one. I'm so sorry if you're Gen Z. I'm not trying to generalize Gen Z, but like some of the stuff, like I think we just need to have conversations about like the evolution of like language, comedy, social discourse, like and how that changes and evolves over time. Like the degree to which things were appropriate in the past eventually will no longer be appropriate because we learn and we grow, and that's part of like human behavior. But like I saw a TikTok of this girl who was like, you wouldn't believe all the egregious things you would find in Gilmore Girls. And it was just like the comments were full of people like, oh my god, they're so fat phobic, they're so this and that. And it's just like, it's a show, first of all, and it was a different time, and that doesn't make it right that some things were treated with callousness or like a flippance that probably could have been met with a little more sensitivity. But like it was just the way that people spoke then. It was just listen, not every bit of phrasing can have a Hillary Duff commercial telling you about why it's harmful to talk that way. It's eventually life catches up with you and you learn how to stop using, words that are inappropriate or talking about people in a way that is inappropriate. Like, I don't know, it just lighten up and enjoy something. Yeah, Hot or Not was kind of crazy. And Next and all of those. I did see those rumors last night, and I'm still not like wholly convinced. Because the photos of the annoying orange were allegedly old photos that were allegedly from today, allegedly. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Comedy shouldn't have a filter. I'm not saying that comedy shouldn't have a filter. I'm just saying that like it evolves. Like, you know what I mean? Like part of comedy, and this is like soapbox shit that I always end up getting on whenever I talk about Deaf Noodles, who by the way is running for Congress. Anyway, comedy is meant to evolve. Comedy is social commentary. Even stupid humor. Well, I guess stupid humor is always just stupid humor, but like comedy, good comedy evolves with your audience, with time, with society. Like that's its purpose. Good comedy's purpose is poking fun at using social commentary, right? And eventually it just evolves with society. So like when everybody goes, oh, PC is ruining comedy, it's like, no, it's not. Comedy is evolving with our change in language and perspective. That's comedy. It's supposed to. I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah. How like the early 2010s when everybody just prefaced anything by saying no homo. No homo, but I think it was a different time. I think anyone truly angry about that shit is virtue signaling. Yeah, and I think it's also like I think the people who get hung up on that stuff, like really hung up on it, like I don't think there's anything wrong with pointing it out. Like, wow, that's that wouldn't fly today. But like I think people who get really, really hung up on it and like pull that out of anything that they possibly can, I think they're just caught up in the cycle of finding something wrong with everything. And it just sounds exhausting. Yeah, no homo was huge for a long time. It's like boomers saying millennials are too sensitive. Yeah, well, you know, millennials, not to be a woe is me millennial, but like we've been to blame for literally everything. Like I keep seeing posts on Facebook that are like, God damn millennials and they're, you know, this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, we're like in our 40s, like just trying to survive with nothing. Like, leave us alone. Yeah, Jeff Noodles is running for Congress. The last I saw. And he's red pilled so hard. I don't even know. I've wanted to make a video. This is one of those things that like I've been waiting to like have a bunch of smaller stories to make a dump episode about because I don't want to dedicate a video to Deaf Noodles for any reason because to draw attention to that red pill bullshit is just it's not on my agenda. When making a sandwich at home, do you ever go down past the first few slices of bread to get to the good bread? Every single time. Absolutely. I'll never. Sorry, I didn't buy a house in 2008 when it was affordable, but I was in high school. But yeah, let me stop eating avocado toast, then maybe I can order one. Here's the thing. What gets me is that it was like millennials, they can't afford a house because they keep buying their $7 coffees and eating avocado toast. So then we stopped doing that. And then they're like, millennials are killing the restaurant industry because they're not eating out. And I'm like, okay. And then it's millennials. They're the reason why the population is stagnated. And okay, so we're supposed to raise kids in a world we can't afford. Like, what do you want from us? From 42, older millennial, my knees hurt. Stop blaming us for everything. Here, here. Here, here. I'm very close to 40, and I'm really tired of being the scapegoat for everybody's everything. Yes, excuse me while I pull myself up by my bootstraps. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are we trashing pumpkin spice right now? Don't be trashing pumpkin spice. I love pumpkin spice. I'm not having kids and renting for life. I have kids, but I am also renting. I owned a house before and I can't afford to pay for repairs on anything, so I'm gonna just continue to rent. Let's leave millennials alone. Give them the Kara Cunningham treatment. Everything makes a noise when I move. My right knee makes this very particular crunching sound when I walk down the stairs. And I'm like, that sounds like 40. Listen, I am not here to trash apple cider. I love apple cider. I'm an equal opportunity. Equal opportunity autumn flavor hoe. Okay. I've never had Dogfish's pumpkin ale, I don't think. Although I don't drink anymore, so. Renting, yeah. I mean, honestly, to be honest, there's no huge difference between renting and owning. I mean, price-wise. Like, whatever I'm going to be paying in rent is also what I'm going to be paying in a mortgage at this point, so I'd rather not pay for the repairs and where I'm living right now. Now, if the market crashes and it becomes a buyer's market, then we'll talk about it. I'm Gen Z and living with my parents as long as I can to save up. Hey, do it for as long as you possibly can. This chair is really fucking loud. But no, I think that's a very smart move. If you don't got to be anywhere else right now, I say, the fuck was that? Suspicious noises tonight. Pumpkin spice to me is like drinking pumpkin pie, so I don't like it, but I do love pumpkin spice soft cookies. Interesting. Should I make those Ryland cookies again this year? They were so disgusting. Oh my god. I should take an edible and bake something soon. I need something for the second channel. I haven't been there. Yeah, my chair is 40. It's so fucking loud. It's nice. It's like one of those like applesauce chairs, crisscross applesauce chairs. And it's comfy and I like sitting in it. But like it is so fucking loud. Emotional support laundry. I don't think it's making spooky sounds. But it's possible. Anything's possible. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna bake. It would probably be like an edited video instead of a live. Just because like I freak out. The combination of being elevated and also live always makes me nervous. I like my OCD intrusive thoughts are like, what if you said something horrible? And then I have to think about it. And then to find out, I'd have to go back and watch it. And I don't want to have to do that. Only if you're baked when you bake Ryland's famous cookies. I was last time, I think. Wasn't I? I'm pretty sure I was. I'm pretty sure I was high. When I made those awful abominations. Those were so disgusting. I know, that's what I'm saying. I will live stream while making cookies, but not elevated. 100%. If that's what you meant. I don't even know. Okay, yeah, so that is what you meant. Yeah, I can do that. I'm game. The baking season is upon us. Maybe next weekend when my house is empty. You love baking content? Okay. I might put it on the other channel though, just to kind of keep things organized, I guess. Cohesive, I suppose. Not that anything is cohesive really over here, but yeah, I'll bake. I'll find something fun to bake. I'll look into it. I'll put it on my list for this week, all right? How long is it? It's been over an hour and my internet hasn't given out yet. So any minute now, surely. No one ate them. I threw them out. They were awful. They were absolutely disgusting. My brain and my mouth both cannot reason with pumpkin and chocolate chip. It's a combination that doesn't make sense to me. What if you did elevated sajak without a recipe, just randomly trying ingredients to make what you're going for? I could try to do like making like the classic like chocolate chip cookie recipe from memory, elevated, because at least I know all the ingredients that go in that, even though I'm not certain on the ratio. I signed up to bring blueberry yum. What the fuck is blueberry yum yum? Oh. Oh. Chocolate pumpkin muffins with cake mix. Oh, I can't do it. I don't know. That combination is just confusing to my palate. I don't know. I don't care for it. I can't. No. I did make a really good banana bread. But pumpkin and chocolate chip, no. It's not. That's not a flavor combo for me. Add vanilla pudding powder mix to chocolate chip cookies. Like in lieu of like vanilla extract or just in addition to? Just in my bowl of dry ingredients? What's the purpose? An extra vanilla-y taste? Is that we're going for? I'm okay. I can talk. It's fine. Love zucchini bread. I've never made zucchini bread, but I have eaten zucchini bread. Listen, my squirrel out there is a son of a bitch. All I wanted to do this spring and summer was feed my birds. I am an old lady who loves her birds. Okay. So I put out regular bird seed, and that fucker not only broke several of my bird feeders, but ate all the bird seed. So I was like, all right, I'll get the squirrel repellent ones that are like spicy as shit. Well, actually, first I poured a bunch of cayenne into my regular bird seed. And he ate it all. And then he broke into the bin that I had the bird seed in, and then he ate it all. And then I bought store-bought spicy squirrel repellent bird seed, and he ate it all. And at this point, I think it's personal. Banana bread needs walnuts. I'll die on that hot take hill. I'm dying with you. My banana bread has walnuts in it. Absolutely. Blueberry Yum Yum is graham cracker, crust, whipped cream, and cream cheese layer, pie filling, another cream layer. Ooh, okay. And fresh fruit on top with graham. Okay, I'm all in on that. I'm going to yum that shit right up. I once put gummy bears in brownies as a child. It was a mistake. That's funny. Blueberry floof. Aw, I like that. Hey. We have a squirrel who accidentally got some catnip, and now he sits in the tree by our door and screams at us for more drugs. Man, squirrels. Banana bread can have chocolate chips. And that makes more sense. Like, you could have a chocolate-covered banana, right? Like, chocolate and pumpkin is not. I'm gonna. That's the hill I'm willing to die on. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Oh, I did. I tried. I gave him his own bowl. I gave him his own little section of my deck where I was like, this is for the squirrel. Have some sunflower seeds. Have some, like, I had some spare, like, nuts and stuff from trail mix or whatever. Like, have this. This is all for you, buddy. And here's my bird seed. And when he finished his food, he ate the fucking bird seed. He's a fat ass. And then I remembered last year we got pumpkins. We carved pumpkins, and he ate those fuckers from the inside. He pulled off the fucking lid, got in the pumpkin, and ate it all. He's a fat fuck. I've never been to Wawa, but Javi tried to fuck me in the Wawa parking lot. I've heard great things about Wawa, though. Outside of, the parking lot antics. Ooh, be careful feeding deer, man. Like, especially if you live somewhere with, like, predators. There are people here, like, in the mountains. My mom lives in the mountains, and her neighbors, like, feed the deer all the time, which is insane because they also have things like bears and mountain lions, and it's like you're just attracting these things. Now, I'm not giving you shit, just the people that live by my mom. Thank you. They don't mix. Chocolate syrup on pumpkin ice cream. Don't want that. I would say, like, white chocolate and pumpkin could go together. I feel like those flavors might work. Are there any vegetables that go well with chocolate? I don't know. I don't know that answer. I'm glad you stumbled upon this live too. I like just sitting here talking shit. Talking banana bread and pumpkin and about the Wawa parking lot. The only association I have with Wawa really is kale and hobby too. People eat squirrels here. Yeah, maybe it is a Colorado squirrels thing. I've never had such aggressive squirrels. Even last year, like, yeah, he ate my pumpkin, but, like, he left my bird seed alone for the most part. Yeah, see, I could see white chocolate and pumpkin having a moment. Like, that's a good like, there's a creaminess to white chocolate that I think would work with pumpkin. But what do I know? What do I know? Hey, Ruthie. Tastes like chicken. I don't eat squirrels either. And that's okay. Yeah, white chocolate and pumpkin makes sense. That makes sense to me. I can wrap my remaining brain cells. They can find that. Cheesecake. I had Cheesecake Factory when I went on vacation earlier this month for the first time in a really long time, and I forgot how fucking good it is. Holy shit. Your mid-panic attack prior to this live. Now I'm chilling talking about banana bread and everything's a little less happy. I'm glad. Oh, Cheesecake Factory is so good. I live for, like, a shitty, not even shitty, but like a classic shitty, like a chain restaurant. It's good stuff. Oh my god, we went on vacation. I think the last time I did a live was before I went on vacation. I know I did the Team on Book Club one after, but I think the last regular live I did was before I went on vacation. We went to Disneyland, and it was a fucking blast. And now every night I'm like, watching lives from Disneyland on TikTok. I used to work at Cheesecake Factory. The secret ingredient is butter. Somehow I could guess that. I could absolutely guess that. I don't think it matters what you order. I imagine the secret ingredient is butter for almost all of them. My son has always been into cars, so that was cool. And then my daughter probably like Elsa and Anna, big Frozen gal. Yep. Yeah, Cars was fun. Cars Land was like the thing I was most excited to do. And we went to Universal and we went to like the Nintendo World or whatever. That was a blast. It was really fun. Skunks are so cute. The Cars ride was fun. The only bummer was like it's a 3-person ride. So like my mom came with and she sat up front with my son and I sat in the back with my daughter. But like then we had strangers on either side of us because it's like one of the longest waits in the park. So it's like you're never going without a stranger if there's more than 3 of you. So that was like kind of, I don't know. It was like, I don't want to talk to this like random 10-year-old who just keeps talking to us. Like, I just want to enjoy this ride. Yeah, Cars Land is gorgeous. I loved it. No, we didn't do the Star Wars ride. We did. What did we do? We had like pretty much a whole day at California Adventure, and then we had a whole day in like Disneyland proper. And then we did Universal for 2 days. Oh my god. At Universal we did the Nintendo World, we did the big like Jurassic World ride, which was a blast. I don't even remember. But it was very cool. I liked it very much. I hadn't been to Disney since I was my kid's age, since I was 7. So that was a blast. Yeah, Lightning McQueen is one of my favorite. Like, it was so cool. I could have just like sat there forever in Cars Land because it was so pretty and it was so sweet. Oh, thanks. A closeted Disney adult, but the closet is glass. I am not. Okay, listen, I have never been a Disney adult. I would never like actively make fun of Disney adults, but it's just something that like I never got. I get it. I get the Disney adults who are very passionate and like excited about going to the park. I get it now because I've never missed a vacation more. I think about it all the time. I'm like, I want to go back because now like I feel like I know more things because I feel like it takes a minute. Like it takes like going to know like some of the ins and outs and stuff like that. And I'm like, now I'm like ready to go again. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Let's go again. I enjoy this a lot. So I get it now. My daughter needs to get older so she can ride everything. Then we'll go. Yeah, that was the nice part about waiting until they were a little older, because they got on everything that we wanted to get on. So it was a blast. I know, I get it. I was too poor to go to Disney, but I mean, honestly, it was just like we pooled our money and we were like, who knows if the opportunity will present itself again for a while. So Yeah. 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 I mean, it's so expensive to go to Disney. I could see how, I mean, the airfare wasn't bad. The hotel wasn't bad. The park tickets are nutso. The churro from the Cozy Cone in Carsland was like the best churro I've ever had. They also had excellent ice cream. I was all for. I could have just sat there the whole night. And the way they turn on all the neons in Radiator Springs is just so cute. Bringing my son to Six Flags next year. Hell yeah. I had a lot of good summers at Six Flags. I tell you what. Cozy Cone is so great. Okay, first of all, why are there so many of the cars missing in Carsland? You know, they're all on the ride. They're all on the radio, you know, like the racers ride. But like, why are there not more of them? There should be more of them. They wouldn't let you go to Carsland at night? Why? It was so pretty at night. It's so pretty though. Yeah, now I'm looking at all like the Halloween celebrations that are going on and all that, and I'm like, oh, that looks so fun. I think if I lived near Anaheim, I would, and I could afford it, I would have like a season pass because, like, how fun. How fun. I think a Disney cruise probably would be cheaper. I didn't get any like souvenirage. My kids got a bunch of things. I didn't get anything. I couldn't decide on something that I wanted, so I ended up with nothing, which is kind of a bummer because like there was some cool shit. Oh, I'm going to the. Oh, I'm jealous. Have fun though. How fun. What a treat. Oh my goodness. What fucking time is it? Oh my god, it's 11:15. I'm going camping tomorrow, which is, you know, tomorrow, which is in 45 minutes. Not when I'm going camping, but tomorrow is 45 minutes. I know the souvenirs are overpriced. It's insane. It's nuts, actually. My kids each got a hoodie. But we shopped around pretty hard because everything was like outrageous expensive. Tent camping. Can't talk though. My favorite Halloween movie is Halloween. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I have the $60 hoodies and the $30 popcorn bucket. I like camping. No, I'm not in Illinois. Not no mo. Yeah, the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is a classic. We watch that. We have a night where we watch that before my kids go to bed every year. That's cool. I'm going to be ending this live pretty soon anyway, so you get some good rest and whatnot. I know. I am tired though. Never been camping. I feel like the bugs would kill the vibe for me. Well, here's the thing. It's autumn time now and it's pretty cold at night here, so it's like Not usually a huge ordeal anymore. Yeah, gotta love a hocus pocus moment. I still have it recorded from, I don't know where, maybe from another VHS, on a VHS. I've never taken melatonin because I'm afraid of the nightmares. That's just the truth. Hey, what's up, Mountain Time? Still hot in PA. Ugh, I'm sorry. I know our weather broke like a week ago, and it's been very rainy and lovely. I'm not planning on doing any TikTok lives, to be honest with you. I don't post a lot on TikTok. It's mostly a voyeuristic experience for me. I don't have the brain for like short form content. I wish I did, because I just, some of the things, I don't know, some of the things that people are like come up with, it's just my brain couldn't even conceptualize. Like the way that people use TikTok sounds in a way to like propel dialogue, like a POV conversation, is wild to me. I'm like, my brain doesn't work like that, but I do enjoy watching TikToks. Yeah, I can't figure out short form either. I love it. I like watching it. I think it's so funny and interesting, and I wish my brain did that, but it just doesn't. Yes, it's definitely been raining a lot this past week. What do you mean this kid doing strange dances is a millionaire? And the amount of views that people get on TikTok is wild to me. Like I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what their like pay ratio is on TikTok, but I mean, the amount of views versus like the amount, I'm curious about the amount of views they get versus what they're paid from the creator fund. Well, you've been binge watching my Teen Mom content, and it's been comforting during a shit time. Well, I'm glad to help you through your shit time. I'm sorry you're having a shit time. It helps me too. A lot of you guys have said it's kind of like a mental break, a comfort watch or whatever, which is great because it is that for me too. Honestly, it helps me a lot too. Keeps me a little bit sane and feeling silly. The range of drum is wild. Everything is a something gate. Yeah. 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 Good night, Dwayne. Good night, Norma. Good night, friends. I'm glad. I appreciate you guys too. It's a nice little symbiotic relationship we have here, isn't it? I love that for us. Yeah, I think I am gonna. Me and the laundry are gonna spoon. We're gonna make a list of things I need to pack for camping tomorrow. I was thinking of making a ridiculous camping vlog, so maybe that'll go up on the second channel in a couple days. And then my kids are off an extra day this week, so probably not a new video until Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. So, you know, hang in there. There will be another Teen Mom video very soon. And then I think I had something else I wanted to film. Oh, I wanted to actually make that video about Colleen Bellinger because that's annoying me. She's annoying me. You know how I like to talk about the things that annoy me. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for being around, being here, and watching the vids and whatnot. I love you. tons. My laundry loves you. Drew Barrymore, circa 1996, loves you. And we'll catch up. We'll catch up next week. I love you guys. I just want to end this as awkwardly as possible by just saying some sentence fragments. All right, that's all. Good night, y'all. I love you.